Nityagopal. Vandeham Śrī Gurūn Śrī Gurūn Vaishnavaṁśca Śrī Rūpam Śagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Nitantam Sajivam Śādvaitam Śāvadhutam Parijana Sahitam Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Śrī Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Śrī Vishakhamritamśca Baddhe Vitanute Bhaktim Murkha Māvartayat Suratim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Pranagopalakam. Jai Nitai. Yesterday, I told you that I have got some questions from various parts of the world, and I shall try to reply. You may also ask questions. You may send me question in my messenger, and I shall reply according to my choice. I would like to say something before starting the topic. Yesterday I told you that generally I don't come in live on Facebook, but some devotees, they prayed me again and again from various parts of the world, and they wanted me to come on live. So I am here. I would like to take some name of them. At first I should take the name of my son, Prabhu Gopal. I can say that on the beginning of lockdown situation, my son was saying me that you may do some live program or live classes in Facebook. So I was just thinking. Then Kanu Das from Chile, he appealed me. Then Shopon Pal from New York, he appealed me. Yamuna from Florida, she also appealed me. Lalita from New York, she also appealed me. And from Bangladesh and India, they were appealing me for Bengali classes. So I am thinking to start one Bengali class. Just let me see which time is the suitable. So I would like to start a very nice question I have got from Chile, that is from Andres Cisternas. He is from Chile, and he asked me a question: who is Gadadhar Pandit? Some say he is glue of Srimati Radharani, others say that he is Sri Radha herself, and still others that he is Sri Radharani and Lalita together. How can we understand Pancha-tattva? This is the question. She have wrote some more notes. I don't want to say here. This is the main question. Who is Gadadhar Pandit, the glory of Gadadhar Pandit, or the form, Swarup of Gadadhar Pandit, and what is Pancha-tattva? I mean, how should we understand Pancha-tattva? So though the answer of first question is there in the second question also, so I am just taking the second question. How should we understand about Pancha-tattva? Very nice question. Very nice question. I like the question. I have got many questions, but I choose this question at first. I like the question. Very nice. This is not very clear in the Gaudiya Vaishnava society, the Swarup of Pancha-tattva. Maybe some devotees has very clear knowledge, but most devotees don't have clear knowledge about Pancha-tattva. What is Pancha-tattva? So, on the first sloka of Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Srila Kṛṣṇa Goswami, he is just clearing by doing obeisances to Pancha-tattva. So, I want to clarify this sloka. Vande gurūn īśa-bhaktān īśāvatārakān tat-prakāśāṁś tac-chaktīḥ kṛṣṇa-caitanya-saṁjñakam. On the first sloka of Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Kṛṣṇa Goswami, the writer, he was doing pranam, obeisances to this Pancha-tattva, and starting his grantha. This was the Mangalachara. At first he is doing pranam, obeisances to Sri Gurudevs. Gurūn, vande gurūn. He was doing bandhana, or glorifying, or worshipping, or doing obeisances, or touching the lotus feet of all gurus. This is very much, significant, and this is a lesson for all devotees, how to worship our Sri Gauranga. A devotee whom the person is following, no matter. One devotee always indebted to the lotus feet of all gurus. Here, gurus, if I take this plural number, means many gurus. Who are many? Here it is said, 4 types of gurus are there. The first one is Sravan Guru, then Vartmana Deshi Guru, then Diksha Guru, then Siksha Guru. The first Guru is Sravan Guru, by whom one common general person is getting interest in devotional path or spiritual path. Sravan Guru means, Sravan means listening. There are many devotees are there, many scholars are there, and maybe one conversation is going on, then somebody was saying, listen, you are a human being, you must have spiritual life. Because it is says, Shastra says, that aharu nitra bhayamaithunancha samanyameta pasuvir naranam dharmo hitesha madhiko vishesha dharvena hina pasuvishwamana. If you divide your activity, then in the root level you shall see that mostly your actions are divided in some parts. The first thing is eating. To live, one has to eat. This is very normal. But if you are a human being, you are eating, you are cooking, you are shopping, but how many people are there in this earth? I mean, it's 700 crore. I think in your area, maybe millions and billions times of insects are there staying in your area, in very little area. They are also living beings. All the animals, birds, insects, fishes, all the living things, they are also eating. So there is no speciality being human that you are eating, you are doing something like human being. No, this is not special. Nidra. Nidra means not only sleeping, but trying to keep yourself in pleasure, in happiness. All are doing this. I mean, not only human being. All insects are doing this. They are making their nest. Maybe before human society, before the growing of human society, they knew about the house, home, nest. So this is nothing special in human action. Bhoy, fear, to save yourself. This is also, we are also doing, we human beings, we are also doing, and others are also doing. And moithun means sex. It is also very normal. Mainly your actions are divided in these 4 parts. And if you take the knowledge, they have also some knowledge. If you take the name of science, they are, great scientists. They know, I was saying in Discovery Channel, bugs, bugs, they stay under the ground and they are also, taking oxygen to live, and they are also living carbon dioxide. They used to stay 6 feet under the ground, and in one nest, minimum 50,000 bugs are staying. But they have no electricity. They have no exhaust. They know the technology, how to make their nest or how to make their house. Automatically wind entering in their house and wiping all carbon dioxide oxide out from their nest. Not only this, they can control the temperature of their nest. Where they keep their eggs, this is a little bit hotter. Where general bugs are staying, this is a little bit colder. So they can control, but they have no electricity. This is also science. They know this. So everything is there. Then at last, the sages are saying, dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho, the spirituality. The spirituality. This is the only quality which only human has. Without human being, they have no spirituality. They don't have the spirituality. Only human being could understand there is a Supreme Creator who doesn't need any help to create. And there is a Supreme Controller who controls the whole universe with his own rules. So such things are there. Maybe somebody is listening this, yes, we should follow spirituality. Such persons are called slogan guru, by whom you got interest in spiritual path. Then Vartmana Deshi guru. Vartma means the way, the path. The person who told you the way, how to worship, in which way you should go, in which medium you should choose. That is called Vartmana Deshi guru. You know, our Shukdev Goswami, the son of Mahārshi Vyasdev, the speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam, he accepted the woodcutter as his Rogan Guru and Vartmana Deshi Guru. I want to tell you the story. After getting consciousness, Shukdev Goswami, he left his house, his parents, and he entered in the forest. Vyasdev called him back many times, but he denied. And he started to worship Brahma. What is Brahma? I shall tell you later. And just in one word, the glory of Lord Krishna. Yasha prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti shashesha pushadhadi vibhuti vinnam yad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. The glory of Lord Krishna, that is called Brahma, which has no akar. Akar means which has no body and which has no mind, which is very indifferent. Like light, the sunlight. If you want to describe the body of sunlight, is it possible for you? This is a light. So this is the light, the glory of Lord Krishna. The light comes out from the eternal body of Lord Krishna. That is called Brahma. So he started to worship Brahma. In between, one day, some woodcutter who used to cut wood from the forest and sell in the city and get some money, they came to Vyasdev and asked her for some mantra. They appealed, listen, we used to go to the deep forest and you know wild animals are there. Sometimes we have never seen, but we know demons are also there. You are a great scholar, all are saying you know very mantra, many mantras. So please teach us some mantra. If we recite such mantra, then give us some mantra, by the power of which mantra, we shall be free from all these problems. Then Mahārshi Vyasdev thought, this is a blessing of Lord Krishna. Because he wanted Shukdev Goswami to spread Srimad Bhagavatam. When Srimad Bhagavatam appeared, after reading Srimad Bhagavatam, he appealed to Lord Krishna, listen, it is not possible for me to spread this Srimad Bhagavatam. Give me a son. Give me a son who will spread this Srimad Bhagavatam, your holy name, your holy leelas. Then Shukdev Goswami came in the womb of the wife of Mahārshi Vyasdev. After his birth, after getting consciousness, he entered in the forest and he started to worship Brahma. So, Maharishi Vedabhyas thought that maybe this is Lord Krishna sent these woodcutters to me to give message to my son who is staying in the same forest where they are cutting woods. Then he thought, well, should they? You are worshipping Brahma, who has no mercy, who has no heart. So, listen, the mercy, the kindness of my Krishna. He taught them one sloka. Aho bakijam stanakalakutam jigam shaya payadappashadhi lebhe goting dhatro chitam tatannam kam vadayalum sharanam brajima. Aho bakijam stanakalakutam jigam shayapayadappashadhi lebhe gating dhatro chitam tatannam kam vadayalum sharanam brajima. In this sloka, very nice pastime, kindness of Lord Krishna is described. Putana, Goki means the sister of Bakasura, the demon Baka. The Bakasura whom Lord Krishna terminated, killed. So his sister was Putana. Putana entered in Vrindavan to kill Lord Krishna. And he planned to kill Lord Krishna by breastfeeding. When Lord Krishna appeared, then Kamsa sent her to kill all the babies who took birth at the last night. Then after Putana thought, well, I have got message, I have got information that the king Nanda, he got a son at that night. So start my work from this night, from this house. Then he make one trick. He put very strong poison on his breast and he dressed herself like a Devi and entered in the palace of Nanda Maharaj. And then he prayed Jashoda, listen, I am here. You don't know me, but I know you. I am here to bless your son. So I want to feed my breast to your son. My Yashoda, she understood, well, this is a great blessing. Maybe she is a Devi. Without any hesitation, he gave Lord Krishna to the lap of Putana, and Putana started to feed Lord Krishna her breast. Then Lord Krishna, killed Putana, and Putana became free from his demon body and got Brahma-sajujya mukti. This was the first time. One name of Lord Krishna is Hatari Goti Dayaka. The demon or everybody, whoever is taking death from Lord Krishna, that person will be free from this material life and that person will get Brahma. He will be enter in the Brahma. So Putana, he tried to kill Lord Krishna. After all, Lord Krishna blessed her. So full of kindness. But this woodcutter, they had no idea what they were singing. They were singing the sloka, uttering the sloka and moving around the forest, cutting woods. But by the wish of Lord Krishna, Shukdev Goswami, he heard the singing. He started to think that I love Brahma. I love Brahma. I am worshipping Brahma. But Brahma has he has no, reaction. He is not showing any mercy to me. But they are saying about some powerful energy, some powerful God, whom one person was trying to kill. After all, they got Brahma Shadichamukti. Then he was very, he was thinking, who is the person? Shukdev Goswami ran towards those woodcutters and he was asking, who is the person? Who is the person? Who is the person? Then woodcutters saw very glory, lots of light coming out from the body, big body, and leaving their access, they ran out from the place and went straight to the ashram of Mahārshi Vedavyas. And they started to say, oh, listen, still today we could not face any problem. But when we were singing your mantra, now we started to face the problem. Which type of problem did you face? Now listen, one big body and glory is coming out of this body, naked, who has no clothes in his body. And he was asking, who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Mahārshi Vedavyas was happy. Oh, this is my son. This is my son. And he understood that blessing, the mercy of my Lord, my Krishna. Well, lo, then, listen, please give me another mantra. Because last mantra gave us lots of problems. We don't want to recite this mantra anymore. So, give us another mantra. Because we leave our access there. Without axe, how shall we, cut the woods? Oh, okay. Then Mahārshi Vedavyas understood, well, listen, you have got the information about the kindness, the mercy of Lord Krishna. Your Brahma has no body, but my Krishna has a very beautiful body. Well, now you shall get the beauty of my Lord Krishna, the madhurya, the sweetness of Lord Krishna. Then he taught them another sloka from Venu Gita. Baraha pidan natararapu karnayo karnikaram bibhradvasa kanaka kapisham vaijayantin chamalam randhran beno rathara shudhaya purayan gopa brindai brindaranam shapadaramanam pravishad gita kirti. Very beautiful description of Lord Krishna. Badha Piram, the feather of peacock is there on his head. Nataparagopu, beauty, very, very beautiful body. Kadnayo Kadnikaram. Kadnika means one yellow flower, like sunflower, very little yellow flower. And Lord Krishna, 2 ears is there, but one Kadnika flower was there on his ear. Bibhrat Bashaha Kanaka Kapisham. His dhoti, the cloth was like golden color. Vaijayanti Chamalam. A garland made of 5 forest flower was there on his neck. Randhran Bin Radhara Shuthaya Udayan Gopal. He was playing the flute, and with the nectar of his lips, he was just filling the flute. He was just thinking that flute is very empty. So the flute is staying with me, so I should fulfill with the nectar. So he was just putting the nectar, and nectar was going out from other holes like a flute playing. Very nice. Then these woodcutters, they started to recite this mantra, and Shukdev Goswami, he was waiting beside one big tree. When they came closer, he caught one of them. Who is he? And the person got feared. The person scared. Then he started to cry and told, listen, I don't know anything about this. Go to the Vyasdev. He taught us this slokas. We have no idea. Please go there. Shukdev Goswami once, he told King Parikshit, Korinishthitopi nairgunne uttama sloka shatkathaha grihita cheta rajarshyakhyanam jadantavam. Listen, Parikshit, I was not a devotee of Lord Krishna. Don't think that I love Lord Krishna, that's why I am saying about Krishna Katha. No, I was not a devotee, I was not a worshipper or follower of Lord Krishna. But uttama sloka shatkatha, udgacchati tamo iti uttama. The holy name, the holy pastime, the lilas of Lord Krishna, destroying all tamos, artha means all problems. The lilas and the sweetness of Lord Krishna destroyed all the ignorance of my mind. And grihito cheta rajarshyakhyanam jadantavam. Listen, in which mode I went to my father, my Sri Gurudev, Maharshi Vedavyas. It was like, grihito cheta rajarshya, the police, they force to take accused person to the prison. If they are ready to go willingly, it's okay. If they don't go willingly, then they forcefully they take this accused person to the prison. It was like this. Grihito cheta rajarshya. As those policemen, they forcefully take this accused person to the prison. This Krishna Katha, the holy name of Lord Krishna, the glory of Lord Krishna, the kindness of Lord Krishna, the sweetness of Lord Krishna, the description of the beauty of Lord Krishna took me forcefully to my father to know about Lord Krishna. The Shukdev Goswami, he accepted these woodcutters as his Sravan Guru and Vartmana Deshi Guru. Means listening their singing, they are listening their song. Lord Shukdev Goswami got interest on Lord Krishna. Not only this, they told that go to the Vyash Dev. We don't know anything, go to Maharshi Vedant Vyash, he knows everything. So they told Shukdev Goswami the path also, that this Sravan Guru and Vartmana Deshi Guru, this is the two Gurus, first three Gurus. Then comes Diksha Guru. And on the next it will be the Siksha Guru. The Sravan Guru, Vartmana Deshi Guru and Siksha Guru may many, countless, but Diksha Guru is one and only, who gives you the mantra, the Krishna mantra, and making you free from this material world. Samsara dava nalalita lokotranayo karunna bhanatmattam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guru Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. The person by whose blessing one can be free from this material world, material desire, who can be free from the influence of Maya, who can be free from the pain of material world, who can be free from all problems from the material world, etc., etc. And by giving Krishna mantra, this Gurudev, the Diksha Guru, he makes a relation in between Lord Krishna and his disciple. He is one and only. Sakshat-dharittena samasta shastrairuktastatha bhavvataiva sharpi kintu prabhorya priyaeva tasya vande guru Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Sakshat-dharittena samasta shastrai. All shastras, they says Guru is Lord Krishna himself. Sakshat-dharittena samasta shastrai. According to all Shastra, your Diksha Guru is Lord Krishna himself. Lord Krishna, he also saying, Acharyam mang vijanyan navamannita kadechi namarta buddhya shveta shadpadeva maya guru. Acharyam mang vijanyat. I mean, you must consider your Diksha Guru is me, Lord Krishna. Navamannita kadechi. Listen, don't disobey him. Namarta buddhya shveta. I mean, don't think he is a material person. Shadpadeva maya guru. The Guru is full of all gods and demigods. We shall clarify this sloka later. The Lord Krishna is saying, you must consider your Diksha Guru is me, means Lord Krishna. One disciple should think that my Diksha Guru is a form of Lord Krishna. Now we should understand who can be a Diksha Guru. The person who has unbroken parampara, parampara vihina je mantraste nishphalamata. if one person has no parampara, let's listen, all the mantras are available in books, in Shastra, then why Guru comes? Why Lord Krishna accepted Guru? Why Prabhu Ramchandra, he accepted Guru? Why accepted Guru? Why Lord Nityananda accepted Guru? Why Lord Advaita accepted Guru? Lord Krishna, he is the supreme authority. He is Swayam Bhagavan. But to give us lesson, to taught us, this is the duty of a human being. If you are a human being, if you are a human, then you must have a spiritual master. And the spiritual master has some qualities. It is described very elaborately in Haribhakti Vilas and other Shastra. The first thing, what is this? The person must have unbroken parampara of Diksha. If it is there, then the mantra is active, alive. Otherwise, any person can read a mantra from one Shastra, one book, then the person started to think, oh, I am a Guru, and started to get Diksha. What is the problem? No, it is not possible. If the person have an unbroken parampara of Diksha to Lord Krishna, means Guru, then Guru, his Guru, his Guru, his Guru, his Guru, his Guru, then the end will be to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna at first he initiated Brahma, then Brahma initiated Deshi Narad, Deshi Narad initiated Maharshi Vedavyas, Maharshi Vedavyas initiated Shukdev Goswami. In our dhara, our parampara, in such way, unbroken way, now, I mean, whatever it is going on in the society, that one Guru should have unbroken Diksha parampara, not Siksha parampara. Siksha doesn't have any parampara. Lord Nityananda, he accepted one vulture as his Siksha Guru. Lord Nityananda, to taught us lesson, Lord Nityananda accepted many Siksha Gurus. One of them was a vulture. In that case, what would be the parampara? It is not possible. Siksha has no parampara. It is not possible. You can take Siksha from everywhere. Well, we shall talk on this point on Siksha Guru. Now we are talking about Diksha Guru. So, Lord Krishna is saying that you must consider your Diksha Guru is Lord Krishna himself, and you should surrender to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, to lotus feet of your Sri Gurudev. Because by the mercy of Sri Gurudev, it is possible everything is possible in spiritual and devotional. Sri Guru Charone Ruti īśa-bhaktān je prasade pureshad dvāsha. Narottam Das Thakur Mashai, he is saying in his glorification of Sri Gurudev, Sri Guru Charone Ruti, if you have deep devotion to the lotus feet of your Sri Gurudev, īśa-bhaktān, this is the highest goti, means you can say this is the greatest goal of a devotee. Je prasade pureshad dvāsha, by which blessing, by which mercy, your all desire, eternal and devotional desires will be fulfilled. So this is Diksha Guru. Shakshat dharitin samasta shastrai ruktas tatha bhagvataiva shakti. All the sages, all the sadhus, they are also saying that your Gurudev is Lord Krishna himself. Then it is Kali Yuga. After giving some initiation by the listening the glorification of disciple, the Guru can start to think that, oh, I am Lord Krishna. This is Kalyan. It happens. It happens, I know. Somewhere it happens. I mean, Gurus, they started to think themselves great. I am the great. Foolish. Fools. They have no quality to be a Gurudev. If somebody started to think, oh, I am a great devotee. If there is a devotee in the universe, maybe that person is not a devotee. If somebody started to think I am a great devotee, just consider this. Maybe there in the world some great devotees are there, but that person who himself is saying or who herself is saying I am a great, that person is not a devotee, not even a devotee. Greatness is a very far bigger word. What is the genuine thinking or genuine mentality should be with the Gurudev. Kintu prabhorja priyayavatashya vande gurusri charanāravindaṁ shakshādharittena samasta shastrairuktastatha bhavvataiva sadvi kintu prabhorja priyayavatashya vande gurusri charanāravindaṁ. But all the Shastras are saying your Gurudev is Lord Krishna himself. All the sages, sadhus are saying your Gurudev is Lord Krishna himself. Even Lord Krishna is saying your Gurudev is Lord Krishna himself. But, kintu, prabhorja priyayavatashya. The person always crying. The person always feeling sad, feeling sorry. Oh, the whole world is doing so nice devotional work. I am the fallen person. I could not love Lord Krishna. I could not love Nitai and Gaur. I am the most fallen person. Kintu prabhurja priyayavatashya. Kintu, the whole world, the Shastra, the sages, they are saying your Gurudev is Lord Krishna himself, but the Gurudev is trying to be a close associate of Lord Krishna and Nitai and Gaur, trying to be a close servant of Nitai and Gaur, trying to be a close maid servant of Srimati Radha. This should be the situation of the mentality of a Gurudev. This is the Diksha Guru. Dhyanam moolam gurur murtim puja moolam guru padam mantra moolam gurur bhakyam mokha moolam guru kripa. If you start to meditate at first, do meditation about your Sri Gurudev. In the beginning of your meditation, just think your Gurudev is there in front of you with Bharavai Murti and saying you, don't worry, I am here with you. Go ahead. I am always. Pujamulam Gurupadam. If you want to worship Lord Krishna, Nitai or God or any demigod, whomever, no problem. At first you have to worship your Gurudev, the lotus feet of your Gurudev. Mantra moolam gurur bhakkam. When your Gurudev gives you the mantra, then by giving you mantra, he is giving you the authority to do something with mantra. Otherwise, you should not deal with mantra. Mukha moolam guru kripa. Mukha means the ultimate target, the goal. So if you want to attain your highest goal, the best help, the best property, the best thing which can give you the, progress, which can give you the power to attain the ultimate goal. That is the blessing, mercy of Sri Gurudev. Diksha Guru. And then comes Siksha Guru. Siksha Guru is divided in two parts. One is Bhakta-shrestha and one is Antaryami. In Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is describing Siksha Guru to hoy Krishna Swarup Antaryami Bhakta-shrestha dui jargon. What is Siksha Guru? Siksha Guru is also a form of Lord Krishna, and there are two types. One is Bhakta-shrestha and Antaryami. Bhakta-shrestha, and if you ask me, if you ask others that who is Bhakta-shrestha, how shall I understand the person is Bhakta-shrestha? No. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he advised Sanatana Goswami, jar mukhe aishe ek madhur Krishna naam, সেই সে জানিবে তুমি ভাগবত প্রধান. Sanatana Goswami asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, whom we considered a devotee. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, jar mukhe aishe ek madhur Krishna naam, সেই সে জানিবে তুমি ভাগবত প্রধান. If you are listening the sweet holy name of Lord Krishna from any person, you shall consider that person not only devotee, a great devotee. The Bhakta-shrestha, Antaryami Bhakta-shrestha. Who is the Bhakta-shrestha? Who is in the devotional path? Whoever in the, maybe he is a beginner, no problem. For you, he is a Bhakta-shrestha. He is a great devotee. Whoever in the devotional, practicing devotional, that person is Bhakta-shrestha. Bhakta-shrestha means great devotee, best devotee you can say, or great devotee, greatest devotee you can say. So after Diksha, nowadays net is everywhere, so it is very easy to stay closer to your Gurudev. Net is, WhatsApp is there, Facebook is there, mobile is there, many applications are there, then sites are there, pages are there, mails are there. But once upon a time, in previous age, it was very hard to have association of your Diksha Guru. Now it is also. There are not many persons who wants to have the association of Guru. This is my practical experience. But in previous days, who has urged to have association of Sri Gurudev? After all, they had no possibility to have association of Sri Gurudev. I saw one very great devotee, and Navadvip, all devotees knew about that person. He died before some years, maybe 2 or 3 years. At the time of death, his age was 96 maybe. And he was a disciple of my great-grandfather, His Divine Grace, Prabhupada Pranagopal Goswami. And I asked him, I saw his devotion. I saw his devotion. He was very sweet devotee. I used to love to see old devotees who has been practicing devotional for a long time. Those persons are not common general person. I like to see them. These old devotees. They have been practicing for a long time. They have the blessing of devotion. They have got the mercy of Bhakti Devi. So they are very special. For me, they are very special. So I asked him, when you got, in which age you got the initiation? Well, then my age was only 9 years old. And how many times you could have association of your Sri Gurudev, my great-grandfather? Oh no. It was the last year. It was the last year when he went to our village. Then I got initiation from him, and he loved me a lot. I was a very little guy, little boy. So he took me on his lap, and he loved me a lot. And he was so soft, and very nice fragrance came out, like lotus flower from his body. He started to cry. So much dedication, so much devotion to the lotus feet of his Gurudev. I am so fortunate. I am so fortunate. He took me on his lap, and he was so soft, and he was so bright, and very nice fragrance of lotus flower came out of his body. And he taught me how to do one thing. He taught me, he himself wrote the mantras, and he taught me how to do one thing. This is the only time. This was the first time I saw him, and this was the last time physically I saw him. And then I could not meet him anymore. The next year, he passed away. Then, I was just giving you one example. Then what is the way to go forward in the devotional path, the Siksha gurus? How to do only, how to worship Lord Krishna, how to offer Naivedya, how to offer flower, how to offer Tulasi, how to do Harinam. One very nice question came regarding how to chant and how to do Lila Smaran and how to do meditation. So I shall reply all this question. So now this Siksha gurus, after Diksha, in spiritual and devotional path, whatever lesson you have got, that is your Siksha, and whomever you got the lesson, all of them are your Siksha guru. This is the Siksha guru. And Antarjami Siksha guru, this is Lord Krishna himself, who is staying in your heart, in your mind, and he is always giving you energy to understand the knowledge of Lord Krishna. He is always ready to help you. If you have consciousness, if you want to be conscious about Lord Krishna is always ready. He is always ready to shower his mercy. So what I was saying, Shiksha Parampara, it is not possible. Shiksha Parampara is, You may have Siksha from different parampara. Each and every parampara has their own way of worshipping. Maybe the person from Nimbarka Sampradaya, but that person knows how to worship Lord Krishna, how to offer flowers, how to offer Naivadya. You can take lesson from him. So if you are a Gaudiya Vaishnava and he is from Nimbarka Sampradaya, another person is from Ramanandi Sampradaya, one Ramanandi Sampradaya devotee. You know, in our childhood, then my age was maybe 10 years old. One sannyasi used to come in our temple in the month of September, before Durga Puja. He used to stay for 1 month, and the whole day he used to sit in the courtyard of temple and sing Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Siya Ram Siya Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. He used to come from Ayodhya. He was a sannyasi, and once I asked him, you do this kirtan throughout the day. Oh, you shall not understand. No, this is very sweet. This is very sweet. This is very sweet, you know. If I don't eat, no problem. If I don't sleep, no problem. I can stay with this Naam only. If it is possible for you without eating, yeah, I can stay without eating. But I need this Naam, Ram Siya Ram. That day I could not understand, but now it is. I can understand his Vartmana. This is a Siksha. If you have love for Harinam, you don't need eating, you don't need sleeping, you don't need nothing. You shall be alive with the blessing of Harinam, with the sweetness of Harinam. And you have dedication, you have surrendered to the lotus feet of Harinam. Nam is Lord Krishna himself. So Lord Krishna, he will arrange everything for you. Like Madhavendra Puri. He never, asked for food to anybody. But always somebody gave him prasad for his eating. Always Lord Krishna was ready to serve his deity. Krishna taha purna kare jaha mage britto bhakta vancha purte bhinna nahi anna pratto. Lord Krishna has only duty to think about his devotees. He himself told this. He has only duty to think about his devotees. So, Shiksha may come from various places. Like I was saying about Lord Nityananda, he accepted one vulture as his Shikshā Guru. He accepted one little girl as his Shikshā Guru. So, Shikshā Guru may be many and from various parampara, no problem. So, in the beginning of Chaitanya-caritāmṛta, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he was just offering pranam at first on his Gurudev, then īśa-bhaktān, vande gurūn īśa-bhaktān, īśam-īśāvatārakān. īśa-bhaktān, then īśāvatārakān, then tat-prakāśāṁś, then tac-chaktīḥ, then Sri Caitanya. So, tomorrow we shall talk, we shall know about īśa-bhaktān, means Srivas Pandit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Nityagopal, Jai Guru.